Let me ask you something really quick. Have you felt like you're constantly chasing content trends, pumping out reels, keeping up with the algorithm, trying to figure out why your engagement tanked again, all while wondering if any of this is actually moving the needle in your business? Yeah, you have? Well, friend, you are not alone. Today, we're talking about something I call the antisocial wake-up call. Because if you're anything like I was, you've probably hit that wall. The one where your soul is tired, your creativity is drained, and you're wondering if this is really the only way to grow an online business. Spoiler alert, it's not. And honestly, it might not even be the right way for you. Hey friend, and welcome to the very first episode of the Your Antisocial Advantage series. I'm so glad you're here because we're talking about something I call the antisocial wake-up call. And in this episode, we'll work through the social burnout, antisocial marketing, my own pivot moment, and the promise of this series. Now let's just paint the picture here for a second. You wake up, reach for your phone, and before your feet even hit the floor, you're scrolling Instagram, checking DMs, replying to comments, watching your views crawl in on the reel you worked way too hard on yesterday. You tell yourself, this is just what business owners do. You post, you engage, you show up day after day, even when you don't feel like it, even when it feels fake, even when it's stealing your time from your family, your peace, and your purpose. And even then, the results are meh, right? All right, let me be the one to say it out loud. This is not sustainable. You were never meant to build your business from a place of striving and stress. You were created for more peace, more joy, more impact. And sometimes that means doing things differently than the rest of the world. So what if I told you that there is a way to market your business and grow your audience without being glued to your phone, without dancing on reels, without sacrificing your soul on the altar of social visibility? I call it antisocial marketing. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not here to bash social media entirely. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. And in fact, it can be a powerful tool when used with intention. But if it's not life-giving, if it's stealing your joy and blurring your boundaries, then friend, it's time to try something else. Antisocial marketing is values aligned. It's simple, it's sustainable, and most importantly, it's faithful. Because you know what I believe? God didn't call you to build a business that buries your calling. He called you to impact lives in a way that honors Him, your time, your family, and your energy. And sometimes the most faith-aligned thing you can do is step off the hamster wheel and into a better way. Now you may be wondering, that sounds amazing, but how do I actually do that? And I get it, because I was right there too. Let me take you back to my own wake-up call. There was a season where I was doing all the things. I had a posting schedule, I was batch creating content, I was using trending audio, I was showing up even when I didn't want to. But I was exhausted. My hubby was getting the don't ask me any more questions because I'll snap. My creativity was tapped. And every night I'd crash into bed wondering if any of it even mattered. Until one day I felt this nudge. You know the one, that gentle whisper from God saying, you don't have to do it this way. And honestly, I wrestled with that. I wrestled because I was afraid that if I stopped posting, I'd be forgotten. Afraid that my business would shrivel up and die. Afraid that I wouldn't be seen as serious or professional. But what I've learned since then is this: visibility does not equal obedience. And just because something is normal doesn't mean it's necessary. So I started to unplug. I started building quiet systems behind the scenes. I focused on real connections and sustainable lead generation. And do you know what happened? My business didn't fall apart. It flourished. It flourished in a way that felt lighter, more peaceful, and more me. More doable in the season I was in with the capacity I have. So here's my promise to you. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to build an aligned, life-giving business without being glued to your phone. I'll show you how to build a marketing system that works while you rest. How to generate warm, ready-to-buy leads without social media. How to stay true to your faith and your values while growing your business. And we're going to do it all with grace, simplicity, and sustainability at its core. Because you don't need more noise. You need clarity. And that's what your antisocial advantage is all about. So here's your first step. Stick with me for these 10 short episodes. That's it. That's the commitment I'm asking for today. Just lean in and listen. Give yourself permission to explore a different way. And I'll be right here guiding you through it. Because yes, there is a better way to market. And no, you don't have to burn out to build what God has called you to create. So let's do this together. If this resonated with you, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And remember, faithful marketing is possible. You don't have to hustle to honor your calling. And you're not alone in this. And in all things I pray, you just run your race. I believe in you.